Another day, another thought. Welcome all to another edition of the Double Thought Show. Hope everyone is doing well. As you guys know, I'm RJ here together with my co-host KR. KR, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? It's gonna be a cold winter.
It's gonna be a very
Well, it's
cold
cold
winter.
winter for my team at least.
Yeah, for your team for sure. Hey guys, thanks to everyone who's following this Super Bowl edition pre-recorded live show, as well as those watching the rebroadcast.
Yeah,
KR,
guys, you didn't expect this. You didn't expect this. We thought we'd drop a special show for you guys on a Saturday before the Super Bowl.
before the
Because
Super Bowl.
I mean, guys, there's a lot of things happening. At the end of the show, I mean, we're gonna give some predictions, but before we get there, let me start with saying, guys, remember to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and all the socials, basically. If you're watching this show right now, remember to like it. If you're watching the rebroadcast, like it as well. It helps us definitely with the algorithm. Here at the Double Thought Show, we talk about business and all law related stuff. So, this is also what we're going to do today. Mix it a little bit with football, and then where you get? What do you get? You get a lot of crazy things, a quagmire, basically a week before the Super Bowl. So, guys, tune in. We also talk about different subjects. We're at Double Thought. Not only super. We're not talking about only sports, but um, next week we'll talk about a little about. Let me think. What will we talk about next week?
Might talk about the Fire Festival guy. What's his name?
Ah,
Oh, that.
McFarlane.
Yeah. But
Yes.
that's
It
yeah.
is
But you mean you mean the up and coming week? Yeah.
the
We're
upcoming
gonna
one.
we're gonna cover two stories, guys. Check out our live shows on Monday and Thursday. On Monday, we'll talk about.
We forgot about those subjects. What we got?
I didn't forget about the
It's crazy.
subject.
Anyway, guys, just tune in. It's gonna be fun shows. Um, let's continue. Like I said, press on the like buttons. We definitely would. It would definitely help us with the algorithm, the recommendations towards the other viewers. And if this is your first time watching this show, don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to also spread the word.
The gospel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The double thought gospel. Don't forget to do that. Subscribe if this is the first time. Maybe if you watched before and you have never subscribed, guys, just press on that subscribe button. It helps us also. We're trying to get our subscribers up. I mean, we're trying to, entertain you guys, but also give you on a weekly basis
Wow, infotainment.
some infotainment for you to, enjoy. We talk about, like I said before, business and law. Uh, and as I said, we're trying to build our subscribers because,
Smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
yes, sir.
I thought it was hard, but it was fine.
Yeah, it's mine,
I
man.
put it on my
Yoda.
heart, but it was yeah.
Yoda doesn't have a, well, I'm not going to say Yoda doesn't have a heart, but it's always in the mind.
Okay.
Guys. Also, last but not least, share the video with your friends, family, but also, and maybe not the least one, share it with your enemies so you can. I want to say hurt them with a chair, but
You were just about. You,
technically, that falls under the next thing RJ is gonna say. RJ, please tell us what it's that hurting thing. What is it about? Is it
yes,
real?
yes.
Is it real?
Well, yeah, of course not. It's not real. It's just jokes, guys. Before we proceed, as Kiara said, we're going to talk about something very important, which is the disclaimer. The gesture Kiara just made also fall under it. Kiara, I have to say, if you keep pushing the envelope, then there will come a point that the disclaimer won't protect you. Just say the views and opinions expressed in the videos and articles we show here on the Double Thought Show channel do not necessarily reflect the Double Thought Show point of view, our opinions or thoughts. Neither of KR or myself. Every topic we discuss is for entertainment purpose only. Remember, guys, viewer discretion is advised, and all commentary are alleged because, as we always say here on the Double Touch Show, we don't know anything.
I don't know nothing. Brett, Brett, listen good. Listen good to this one.
Brett Favre, listen.
The lawyers of Brett, listen to this.
We don't know anything, guys. Everything is alleged. Furthermore, we are, for the purpose of this show, no kind of advisor, no financial, life, legal, or any kind of advisor. We're purely here to provide entertainment, as I already said, and to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on the matter. In this particular case, we want to know as well what your Super Bowl predictions are. For personal advice in a particular area in which you require assistance, we strongly urge you to seek out support and advice from the professionals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's start with the show. I think we can start with the show, right?
Yeah, we can start the show definitely. And guys, before we, so as as KR is talking, before we reach the end of the show, because at the end we will give our Super Bowl predictions, but please share with us your Super Bowl prediction. Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Is it the Eagles or is it the Chiefs? We all know that the Patriots aren't winning anything this year. But anyway, guys.
Come on, bro. We won enough for all franchises in the last 20 years. So
That's true. That's true.
I'll tell everyone, especially.
I don't know what you're going to say.
Not an objective. This is not, guys, this is not an objection. So from my side, that's for sure. Don't expect no objectivity outside of the articles we're going to discuss. Don't expect no objectivity. I will throw shots at other teams in this show.
Yeah. Maybe it's the blue. Do you think it's the blue that make the blue color that make the fans delirious? You have the Cowboys, you have the Patriots. Anyway, guys, let's go.
Well, at least we might have delirious. We might be delirious, but we at least we have some recent rings. Other people haven't seen rings since the 80s. So good luck to them.
Okay.
The only thing they're seeing in Cowboys is the money in Jerry Jones' pockets. Shout out to Jerry Jones, by the way. I love that guy.
Yeah, he knows how to do business.
Anyway, guys,
Yes.
I think we can start.
Let's go.
Guys, today's show, we're going to go a bit off script. We're not gonna go all over the place. So like RJ says, at the end, we're gonna give you some predictions, what we think, what will happen. I'm here sweating my buttocks off in this just for you guys. It's pretty warm. You guys don't imagine how warm I have it right here. I'm sweating. Anyway, this show we're going to talk about Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin got sent home during the media row week.
Yeah.
Crazy times. Well, apparently he was talking crazy to someone. Well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, that's what the
Allegedly.
report of Daily Mail is saying.
Okay, that's another. Okay.
Brett, if you're trying to sue me for Michael Irvin as well, I'm reading the article in front of me. They're trying to sue everyone. Anyway, guys, it's gonna be a crazy show. Like I said, it's going to be super non-objective. What you don't expect from us, at least from me. I don't know what RJ is gonna do, but I'm gonna go crazy today. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Michael Irvin being sent home during the media row week for talking wild to a woman, and him clapping back. He claps back with a $100 million suit.
Not to be confused with Conor McGregor's $1 million suit.
Wow, dude.
I
Hey,
had to,
man.
bro. I had to.
Bruh.
I had to.
Hey, guys, this show is gonna be crazy, yo. Uh, then we're going to transition towards Brett Favre because Brett Favre is also suing a lot of people.
Yeah. Brett Favre ain't having it anymore, man.
He's like, yo, people talk too crazy about me. You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. And some people are saying, come get it. Come get this one. Oh man.
Sounds like a date I went to a couple of years back, but
What?
sounds like a date I went on a couple of years ago.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Because you might Brett might sue you for that one as well. Watch out, guys. That's not what they're saying. Everything is alleged.
Wow, dude.
Everything I'm gonna say every sentence when we
Bruh.
talk about. I'm gonna be very careful with my words. Sometimes I'm reckless. I'm gonna be reckless. The other side, inverse reckless.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, all jokes aside, and after that, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. So I mean, we can start right away with. Oh no, I'm gonna start with Michael Irvin, the legend, the Hall of Famer. One of the best wide receivers ever in the NFL. And these days he's a commentator, was sent home by NFL Network for saying something to a woman in his hotel lobby after he had a few drinks. But the Cowboy legend says he's forgotten the encounter lasted. You've forgotten. And that the encounter lasted only 1 minute. A couple of minutes. I mean, this is crazy, yo. He was sent home for allegedly saying something to a woman. No one is saying what he said. Was Michael shooting a shot?
I don't know.
Who knows? Well,
knows?
you're trying not to get yourself in.
Of course. One of us needs to stay calm. One of us needs to stay calm.
Hey, and he was sent home. Of course, I mean, in this day of time, you gotta be very careful what you're saying. And I mean, Michael was, you can say, he was basically reporting that week, and someone's trying to get one over, get one in, because in the past he's been accused of let's call it assault, the S assault. But
What did you say?
Hmm?
What did you call it? Did you really make it better?
well, that is one. I wanted to say just the first letter, but maybe.
But did you hear what you said? But did you
Oh,
hear what
well.
you said?
Bruh.
Yeah, then maybe.
What are you talking about, man? What are you doing? Do you want to sabotage the show? The show?
Oh my god! Oh
What are you talking about, man?
Hey man, yeah,
Oh
maybe
God.
I've been going. Yeah.
What are you talking about, man?
Oh man, I'm going off the rails.
You
Let me stay on
can't
the
be
rails, man.
serious.
Let me stay on the rails, man. Oh my god. He got a case thrown on him in 2017, and I mean, that case went nowhere. But he said he lost millions, and this time around he's saying again he's lost millions, and he's much more on top of it. Allegedly, he has sued Jane Doe, the female that accused him of saying something to him, for 100 million.
Wow.
I mean, that's fast.
That's a lot as well.
That's a lot. Yeah. I mean, do you think it's a, well, he says the hotel well, he's suing also Marriott. So he says the hotel conspired to make him the next cancel culture victim. So he decides to sue everyone.
Yeah. As he should, if it's
As,
true what he's saying.
as he should. I mean, it's a crazy it's a crazy time we live in. I mean, people get accusations a lot of times these days. I mean, in recent times we had what's the actor's name who had the suit with his ex-wife?
Who did what?
The Amber Heard case.
Johnny Depp?
Yeah, Johnny Depp was also accused of assault and all that stuff. And then he countersued and actually won. Well, maybe he's trying to get them to settle.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? What do you think about this, RJ?
I think that
From a
I
law
mean
perspective.
we don't know I don't know anything yet. I saw, do you have some court documents? Because that can give a bit of insight into what happened to the, let's say in this particular case, because as you said, from the media, the only thing that was reported was that Irvin was asked to go home
Yeah.
because of something he said, but it's not clear to me what he said. And the fact that he's responding with $1 million lawsuit is interesting, but I want to see, let's see what he is claiming. Let me see. Let me read. In February 2023, plaintiff Irvin traveled to Phoenix to work as a sports commentator for the Super Bowl and ESPN. He was scheduled to appear on several popular sports. During 4.02, during plaintiff's stay in Phoenix, he was told by the National Football League to stay at the local Marriott hotel, a Renaissance. That hotel was the designated NFL hotel for the Super Bowl this year. On or about the night of February 5th, 2023, when returning to the hotel that evening, he was met by many fans that wanted to talk to him. He took some time to shake their hands, have brief conversation with them, and take photographs with them. He was described as a jovial and gracious and behaved like you see him on TV. So, quote, like you see him on TV, end quote. After these pleasant interactions with the fans as well as the hotel employee, plaintiff went up to his room alone and went to sleep without incident. Having struggled to sleep, so that part is blocked past several days due to the recent passing away of his mother-in-law. Plaintiff was finally able to get some sleep, only to be shockingly woken up by a crew of security to remove him from the hotel without any explanation or questions. Plaintiff was judged guilty without even knowing the accusations. A few days later, plaintiff was removed from his scheduled programming and essentially kicked off the air and canceled due to these allegations. Over the last 24 hours, several witnesses have come forward to further support that these allegations are false, and they are now the basis of this instant lawsuit. Ooh, he has people to back him up, apparently. He has some, probably the fans he greeted.
Yeah, people that were there with him probably.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Okay. So he has some witnesses. Let me see what else is. Let me see if there are other things that are relevant. Over the time, several witnesses evidently, as plaintiff was sleeping, one of the managers of the hotel reported false information to the NFL about the plaintiff, accusing him of improper behavior towards hotel employee.
Ooh.
Wow.
Was it? That's why he's putting them in the case.
Yeah. So is the case against the manager then?
No,
Because I
against
thought it was
Marriott,
against, but you said the Marriott and,
the Jane Doe.
but is Jane Doe the manager? You understand what I'm
Jane
saying?
Doe is the female that accused him of because it's a Jane. Jane Doe is, of course, a female.
But a manager can be a Jane. So my question is it the manager?
Let me see. KaiR has filed allegedly comments false
That
accusation.
would be interesting.
Irvin's comment has not been released, and his accuser is listed as Jane Doe in the filing.
Yeah. So it can be a person, but it can also be the manager that called. And
Yeah.
wow, this is crazy. If this is true, and you know why I believe that it might be true, but this is all, guys, this is all speculations. But he reacted really fast with the court case.
Yeah. Do you want to continue reading the last part?
No, well, contact info was aware of ongoing. These false statements have cost over $100 million in damages to the plaintiffs. Yeah, let's see that. Reputation and existing high-profile endorsements, appearances, and other similar contracts. Plaintiff denies the validity of all allegations made against him and prays that this court will. They use the pray word in a court document, and prays that this court will vindicate him publicly once and for all and award compensation for the damages already and will continue to suffer due to suffered already and continue to suffer. So he's not only, so it's in part, from what I gathered, a defamation case. So the 100 million is partly, as I understand, a defamation case of based. So the damages made to his reputation, but also there's probably a financial component with regards to his endorsements and those type of things. So this is going to be very interesting, actually.
It could also be over before it started.
I think it's probably going to be over before it starts.
I'm gonna settle.
Marriott doesn't want any court case. So if and if Marriott finds out that there's nothing, they're not going. They're really not going to. They will probably enter into a deal with Michael, force the other person to, fire to admit that she was wrong, if that in fact is the case, or do something else. But I don't think Marriott is going to risk its reputation for a story that isn't true. So if Marriott doesn't back down immediately, it's probably because there might be evidence. But if that's not the case, then
Yeah, it's crazy though. It's crazy. Oh, it's the accuser. Jane Doe is the accuser in this case. I would guess the accuser would be the woman, or in this case, a woman that accuses him of the wrongdoing. But I mean, he's clearly he's responding very quick though.
yeah, that's what I mean to say.
If you're responding this quick, then you pretty much have a
Open and shut case. Open and shut case, Johnson.
Yep.
Because if that wasn't the case,
Would have
he'd
been
be in
probably
jail.
longer.
Yeah. If the case was more complicated, it would have taken him a while to file.
Basically, to figure out whether he should or shouldn't.
Yeah, legal position, those type of things. But
Okay. Well, we have. I mean, this is. I think we're gonna keep an eye out on this, guys. Let us know what you think. Whether the move, whether this was what. Let us know whether you think Michael is the latest victim in the cancel culture, because that's what he also says in his he's trying to say, let's put it that way. He's basically being the latest victim in cancel culture, trying to get canceled for something he might not have done, according to his standpoint. Let's see how this pans out. Let's see. The next one, Brett Favre.
Yes. So we had Michael Irving. Now we're going to Brett Favre. But I like to, we need to have a good bridge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
needs to enter smoothly. So maybe, I don't know about you, but this reminds me of a classic song. Ebony. I don't know how it goes exactly, but and I entered Ebony and Ivory and I got Ebony and Irony. Ebony and Ivory living together in perfect harmony. Let's see,
Yeah.
let's see.
Harmony, there is no harmony over here.
No,
Well,
no. Especially because I butchered the lyrics, but
well, well, that's one, but the other is also Brett Favre. In this case, Ebony and Ivory would be Shannon Sharpe and Pat McAfee.
yes,
Shout
yes,
out to
yes.
Pat, man. I've been watching Pat for a long time. Great show. He has a great live show. And I wish him all the best and continued success because he's raking in the oh man. Oh, it's coming in all types of ways.
Yeah.
And Brett thought maybe I should get it also all kind of ways.
I need to pay it somehow, allegedly.
Well,
Allegedly.
allegedly, he's thinking about it. Let's put it that way. I'm not gonna say allegedly every sentence, but basically, Brett Favre fights back and sues ex-NFL players and TV host Shannon Sharpe, Pat McAfee over defamatory allegations relating to 77 million welfare fraud scheme. I think there are three people in there's a third person who's being accused as well. I mean, Brett has had a quite tough year last year with all these allegations popping up.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. So there have been no convictions, right? Or confirmation.
Well,
Only
some of the
conviction.
people involved have pleaded guilty, and I think one of them has to pay as well. But he pleaded not guilty, and I'm pretty sure the reason why I haven't looked up the case, but I'm pretty sure the reason why he's filing the suit now is because he was found probably not guilty.
Yeah. Might be.
So he's thinking, I'm gonna get the bag
Yeah.
so I can fund or allegedly fund more volleyball courts. Allegedly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Crazy times, guys. He sued basically Shannon Sharpe. Shannon was talking wild. Shannon, I'm not gonna play it over here. Not gonna play. Well, technically, if you get sued, RJ, at this point, he's only gonna sue big boys. Not saying we should play it, but people with a lot of eyeballs. So that would validate. That would put. If he's suing Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharpe, Shannon who's on TV, national TV, and Pat McAfee, he's putting both on the same level,
Yeah.
which tells you a lot about Pat McAfee's reach in this time.
Yeah. Well, Pat McAfee made history was it last year or a couple of years ago, where he entered into a big deal.
Yeah.
So he's definitely he has a great underdog story. But yeah, so the question here would be whether the opinion, because we have the freedom of speech, right? And so the legal issue, the legal question to answer is whether the opinion that these two shared with regards to the Brett Favre allegations during that period can be seen as or should be regarded as opinions or were they brought forward as facts? And if it's the latter, then it can cause damages, of course. But these people are they're in the media. They give the news, and
Yeah.
that's a problem when giving the news with an opinion, right? Especially the way
Undisputed does it, right?
yeah. But no, so I formulated it incorrectly. It's not giving opinion itself is not wrong. You have to give opinions, right? But if you're going to get in a situation like this, if you're going to give opinion or reach a conclusion too early without having the facts with regards to, in this case, something as sensitive as fraud allegations, then you might get in trouble. I mean, if you do it with regards to LeBron, the whole LeBron Jordan debate, which one is better, etc., something else. The consequences aren't there aren't consequences that can cause financial or reputational damages to the people. But in this case, it can, because if you call someone a criminal and he's not a criminal, or at least there's no proof that he's not even that. Not even that. Even if
call someone a criminal.
No, if you call someone a criminal, if you call someone a criminal, and there might be proof, there might be indication, but if that person, if there are no, if there's no verdict or a, what do you call it? Confession or clear proof, then you're on thin ice.
Oof. Have you listened to almost said Al Sharpton? Oh my God! I almost said Al Sharpton.
No, that's
Shannon Sharpe's. Did you listen to the Shannon Sharpe's rant?
I did.
As he was going in.
Yes, but at the same time, he was also comparing it, right? It was also a comparison to T.O.
Yes.
So it's like he was saying as well, as I understand what he was saying, but he was also saying, compare it to T.O., you give this guy so many chances, but T.O. you don't. But perhaps
could be
it could, because context is everything. Context is everything. So if we're laughing, making jokes, and I say, hey, you're a thief, and we're joking, it's different than if I say you're a thief, you stole, you stole.
You should get locked up.
Yeah. So things like that you need to watch out for.
Okay.
Context is everything, and that's why it's difficult in situations like this, because you have the freedom of speech. So you have the freedom of speech, but you're not allowed to cause harm. So
as a in the media, you mean, right?
In general,
but media have also a bit more leeway, right?
More leeway, but also more responsibility.
Yeah, that is true.
Because people look at them, they are, no matter how you look at it, they are the authority, right? They are the authority figure. So, yeah.
Well, so this was basically released. What, about 2 days ago? On the Thursday, Friday, and well, Shannon hasn't responded yet. Shannon's quite quiet. Is he scared?
It's probably his lawyers told him not to respond. It's better.
Well, the lawyers of Shannon might have told him not to respond. But others in the case put their feet down, and stood their ground. Pat, shout out to Pat again, man. Pat putting his name to this lawsuit. Let's see what he has to say. On Friday, he decided to respond to this lawsuit. Let's take a look what he has to say.
I'm getting sued by Brett Favre.
What?
Yeah, we made it, boys. Hey,
You're right. Take a bow.
Let's raise our drinks. Sure. When we started this little show in the basement of a house that certainly was haunted.
Yep.
And the mics rarely worked, and we talked for an hour and a half on numerous occasions and found out that we weren't recording. This show has grown so much that we're lucky to be live from Radio Row.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have a little bit of say in sports. We're thankful that we have the opportunity every day to be a part of the sports media world. And I guess whenever you get a little bit too big, you fly a little bit too close to the sun.
That's right.
I'm getting sued alongside Shannon Sharpe and an auditor from Mississippi by Brett fucking Favre.
Wow.
Starting from the bottom.
Yeah.
We are also, at least I'm starting also from the bottom. As you can read below under my name, guys. Inverse balling from his mama's basement.
Yeah. I am in a, no, wait, not now. I'm in a homeless shelter right now.
Hey, yo. Guys, we are starting from the bottom.
Hungry, guys. Help us.
Hungry. We're hungry. So just like Pat McAfee, we are trying to make it. Ribs are touching, but we're going to make it. Guys, let's continue.
Brett Favre suing me in a defamation lawsuit saying I defamed his name to try to earn a profit. With this, obviously, I believe comes discovery and depositions and all these other things. So I would like to let the New York lawyers that wrote me 2 letters before this thing got announced. First letter was, we would like you to go back and erase every single video that has Brett Favre's name mentioned in it from your YouTube library, your Twitter library, and everything else. This is a warning shot pretty much.
Huh.
So I looked at that. I said, that is hilarious. Of course, we're not doing that. Put that down, move on with my life. Then a few days later, just a few days ago, actually, you have until Wednesday, okay, this Super Bowl week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time to issue a public apology to Brett Favre and also to erase all of the video in your catalog that involve Brett Favre's name. That is 8:30 Wednesday. So my wife read that to me because I was here. She was not here yet. And I immediately started laughing because my wife understands I'm one of the worst apologizers in history. It's
Hey, man, wives know everything about their significant other.
Yeah. Well, let's continue.
His wife knew what he's not good in, and that's public apologies. Apparently, would you want someone who's not good at public apologies to give you a public apology? It's just down.
You'll double down.
Oh man, this is crazy. Well, I guess he's not doing it. Let's continue watching.
tough to get me to do it. It is. It's very difficult. So now I had a deadline, 8:30. I was planning on doing it.
Yeah.
We played pickleball.
Sure.
We did. It happened.
Right
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do
I
you
just
do?
learned about a drop shot. Oh, I'm sorry. I just learned how to serve with like a wicked topspin on it. And I got caught up. That timeline came and went. And all of a sudden, I'm getting sued. I would like to let everybody know the quotes that were in that lawsuit were certainly accurate. But there's one word I believe that was said often on this particular program, if you were to watch it all, and that would be allegedly.
What is that word again?
Alleged. Every day, all day.
Well, one caveat to that.
Okay.
Learn from the great Star from Star Report.
Uh-huh.
There is such thing as a reckless endangerment of the truth. So even though you might say allegedly, if it's wild what you're saying, that allegedly doesn't apply. So this is thin lines there.
Yeah, but that's why, like I said, it's about the context, right? So,
That is true.
and one other thing you have to keep in mind, writing something and speaking it out is two different things. And watching as someone is talking as well. I have a very dry humor. Can you imagine if someone just listens to what I say instead of looking at my face? or even if you write some things. So it's all about context, right?
Good thing you're not pointing out at me, but okay. You don't even want to read what I say.
Yeah. So in case it wasn't clear, I was already creating the context that everything I see in this show is a joke. You
It's all a joke, guys. Come on, man. This is a throwaway show.
Give me a break.
We guys might get some other things anyway. But hey, man, it's crazy. What else does Pat has to say about this? Let's see.
That's right.
Our job is to report the news. Allegedly, what was going on down in Mississippi with Brett Favre, the man who is suing me for money and for defamation, was being reported on this particular program because we owe the sports media world our coverage of it. We take our job seriously as journalists. Just a couple of days ago, we introduced to the world darkness retreats for 4 days.
That's right. There you go.
We've made poop jokes before.
What?
We've also potentially been a part of building an indoor facility, which is just like a $100,000 bubble for the Cincinnati Bengals team. We take a lot of pride in our work. We had to cover that situation, and we certainly said allegedly. And a lot of people are wondering how my lawyers are going to handle this. You know it. I ain't got them. So let's ride this fucker. I'm excited to see how it goes. I'll see you in court, pal. Cheers, Derek.
Yo, that's wild, man. That's wild. That's wild.
Is he trying to bait, or does he have lawyers? That's a wild statement right
That's
there.
a very wild statement. Okay.
As a lawyer, RJ,
Yeah.
what's your 2 cents on this one?
Yeah. So the case itself, I just talked about. It's more if you're gonna go to court without a lawyer, you can still win, but you need to remember that the law. So let's say in the courtroom, you have certain rules. You have certain rules of litigation. You have rules of providing evidence. So I'm not talking the formal rules, like who talks first, who needs to answer. But there are certain things certain legal concepts that you need to know that someone is insinuating for you to act against it, to argument against it. If you don't do that, then you might think, if you're not a lawyer, you might think you're just having a conversation in the courtroom. But actually something else is happening on a deeper level, which you don't understand. So it seems like it's a bit risky. That being said, perhaps in this case, it's strategically better for him to do more himself. But I would suggest him to seek legal advice before he goes to court.
Okay, let's continue, because that's not the only wild statement. Apparently, they're all someone else is also throwing out wild statements. Let's see.
Everybody, and cheers to Feel Good Friday.
Look at his face. Everyone is laughing at his jokes.
Not being ruined at all by that.
Cheers.
No. Cheers to all you guys.
Cheers.
You think they're going to pull up clips of...
I hope so. I want to be on the stand.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm getting deposed or whatever, right? I'll be in one of those videos where I'll be sitting in a room. Lawyer's supposed to be here, so I'll probably be AJ just sitting next to me.
I got you.
Just so I can have somebody with me so I'm not bored.
I'll wear a suit. Knows the other guy.
Did you guys say that he was a sticky finger bandit? Yeah, but then allegedly, because allegedly he was.
Yeah,
I mean,
allegedly. Right.
That's right.
But nonetheless, the more we speak, the better it gets. And I don't think this is ending anytime soon.
I don't think so either.
So shout out to everybody that gave me the heads up I'm getting sued and for all the support and love. But I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. This was my decision to handle it. I'm just going to put a GIF up here. What a joke. I don't know. I've had lawyers reach out to me and tell me how big of a joke this whole thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I assume this is going to come at some point with how big the show has gotten. We're lucky for it. We're thankful for it. We move on. One day removed from finding out that Brett Favre was suing me.
Yep, that's right.
Got a chance to address that earlier. If you didn't check it out, go ahead and do it. Basically, I will see you in court. All right. Don't go to lawyer. I'll be representing myself.
Is what it is.
Should
Naturally.
be a good time. As I read through it, I found it pretty comical that they seemingly edited out all the allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly. Remember, we already covered daily events. A couple of days of events revolved around where Brett Favre was getting some money from to fund some certain things. We had to talk about it.
Had to do it.
Uh-huh.
If you're a media company, in this case, they reported on something that was in the media. They might have added some extra jokes to it. I mean, that's the context, I think, what you're pointing out, right?
Yeah. But then you would need to go to the source, right? So the information is incorrect from the source. If you just repeat and comment on the story, but the story is wrong, then you should go to the source. But if the story is right, and we were talking about the story, and we can make joke about the story that was out then, and making it clear that it's not definitive it's not definitive yet, it's going to be very difficult for you to win that defamation case. So you will say, yeah, but if I was following the paper, so you would need to sue the paper if the information is incorrect.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you have a point there. Guys, RJ is a lawyer. Don't take his word because he doesn't know anything.
And we're not
It's just-
providing any type of advice here in the show.
Yeah, so Pat, don't believe us. Don't believe us at all. Let's continue.
We didn't want to talk about it.
No, had to.
One thing led to another. Things were said.
Allegedly.
Allegedly was also said immediately afterwards. We'll see how this pans out. Excited to be a part of it. Honestly, first time getting sued. It means we're in the big leagues now.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to show business, kid. You know, Carrot Top sat down here the other day. He's been doing all these other shows. I said, here, this is show business.
Yeah.
The lights, the cameras, FanDuel's obviously taking care of it well. This is what this is show business. This is the way this goes. And good luck to all parties, including the New York lawyers that sent me a couple letters that kind of tipped off that this whole thing was happening. Would have been much better to just get completely blindsided, surprised by it.
Yep.
For sure.
Would have been a cool moment.
Yeah.
But the
Christmas.
letters were very properly put together. You will apologize by 8:30 p.m. Wednesday, Super Bowl week, or face legal action.
Oh. Okay.
I've been with me a long time. Even if if Brett calls me and Brett says like, hey, I didn't do everything that all the like evidence and everything,
Right.
that's,
All the media outlets are saying
and other people that reported like I didn't do that. I would, appreciate if you would maybe make that right because I actually didn't do it. I said, Brett, come on the show. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's do the whole thing. Let's do it. And then it would be a good conversation. Instead, I get some New York lawyers penning me a letter
Interesting.
telling me I need to go back into our log, delete everything, apologize publicly. We command this.
What?
Okay. All right. Good luck out there. I'm pulling for you. I don't think I can end up in jail.
No.
No.
And
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
I mean, it seems fair if you would have approached him, basically try to discuss the matters and clear your name live
Yep.
on the show.
Yeah. Would have been much better.
I
Definitely.
mean, and plus you got the word spread out. Not right now, you're getting people looking at you even stranger than before.
Yeah. Because if you lose the case, then it's even worse, right?
People are gonna talk even wilder. Well, choices you make, right? Choices
Yeah.
you make. What seems kind of, Pat has done this before as well. He invites people to talk on this show, and they discuss very interesting topics sometimes, things that happened in the past, and in this case, it would have been one thing I'd say about Pat McAfee is that and the show they're running, they are very fair in general about when people go to their show. They don't try to bait them into saying things that are wild. They're also basically quite giving you the platform to
Express
share
yourself.
express yourself, and that has been criticized in the past with Aaron Rodgers.
I remember. because because the mainstream media was trying to destroy Aaron Rodgers, and he was just giving him the platform to talk.
yeah. And he wasn't really criticizing him and so forth. So what you see is a lot of guys prefer to go to his show because he gives them the platform to express themselves
Yeah.
without having to watch over the back. So I think what he's saying here is quite true.
Yeah. Okay.
But still a bit crazy that Favre chose this route. I mean, definitely tone deaf,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Well,
We're-
are we gonna? So how much?
I'm gonna finish it up because there is a small, short part that.
Okay. Okay.
in a really good spot.
The
From
auditor had a good response.
From the small amount of legality books that I've read, I think we're in a good spot. I think we're okay. Our case is solid, especially because allegedly was always said in there.
Yeah, I mean, like Dick said, the county auditor, I think it was like Shad White, who also got sued. He fucking yammed on Bret from the 3-point line. Well, you know, instead of paying these lawyer fees, you could just pay back all the money that you stole from all the poor people. But that's either
Like I said, some people go, they double down.
Yeah. Yeah.
This dude doubled down on what is his name? Let me go back. What was his name again?
also got sued.
There.
Yeah, I mean, like Dick said, the county auditor, I think it was like Shad White, who
The county auditor. The auditor.
also got sued. He fucking yammed on Bret from the 3-point line. Well, you know, instead of paying these lawyer fees, you just pay back all the money that you stole from all the poor people. But that's either
Allegedly. No, that was his quote.
That was his quote.
That was not ours.
And he did not say allegedly.
We hope this will be striked from.
Strike that from the record.
Strike that
I
from-
did not say that. That is what the county auditor said.
This is show business, baby. We're excited to be a part of it. AJ Hall here, AQ Shipley's here. Obviously, Boston Connor, Ty Schmidt, and Taryn Diggs.
Yeah, so
That's a good one.
but it's a good one, man. These guys have fun. The fun show, guys. Go watch the Pat McAfee show if you want to stay up to date on the latest
Yes.
sports news. Yeah, so here we are. We are, I think, at the end of these two segments. Maybe we can, maybe we will take a look back during regular shows. Guys, as we said at the beginning of the show, this is a special Super Bowl show. We don't usually stream on Saturday. We'd only do it on Monday anymore. Yeah, we only do it for now on Monday and Thursday. Please tune in to those shows. We talk about basically business and law in general, and perspective on a lot of topics. If you're interested, please subscribe. And to close out the show, I think what we are here for, RJ, you have been watching. Today you seem to be representing the Vikings. Are you? Is that the purple? The purple of the Vikings? The purple and gold?
No, I don't have a NFL team. So you put me on
Anymore?
No. Let's tell the story the way it is. You put me on NFL on football.
Yeah.
About 4 years ago. I remember that because before that I only used to watch NBA. I only watch basketball. And
no one watches basketball anymore, man. Look
Not
at the
anymore.
ratings. Everyone is going to NFL. But continue. Sorry.
Not anymore. So I was watching Sports and not even Sports Centers. First Take, ESPN First Take, and I'm not sure if Undisputed. It was Undisputed was also there during Baker Mayfield's season, one of the first or second season, and it was
a senior year it was a senior year in college, and then it's
no, I didn't watch him in college.
Didn't you watch him in college?
No, I didn't watch him in college. I watched him. I only watched him when he was making noise in the NFL for the Browns.
That's the first year then. This is first year. Second year it went downhill.
Yeah. So, and I was like, and I was just making fun, yo, Baker Mayfield, because he threw some great pass. And I was like, Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield. But I didn't feel anything for the Browns. And I think we met each other in the Netherlands somewhere in 2000 and I want to say 19. I think 2019, January, February. And you gave me a gift. You gave me 2 gifts actually. You
Yeah.
gave me
Yeah.
the
Listen
Browns.
to this one, guys.
You gave me a Browns cap, and you gave me a Baker Mayfield. What's it called? Is it a bobblehead?
And that's not a bubblehead. It's called I don't have it in front of me right
Pop.
now.
It's called something. I'm
Pop,
looking at it.
Fungo Pop.
Fungo. So I'm looking at it right now. Actually, I
Pop.
have it as a decoration. And
Still.
yeah, I still have it. Yeah.
You're still supporting them, I guess.
No. But I just have it. I don't have anywhere else to put it. So
So I gave you what you supported. You was like,
I didn't support it, guys.
well,
When KR gave me the gift, I said, you know what? I might be a Browns fan.
might be a Browns fan, yeah.
So I started rooting for the Browns, and
What he did know,
downhill from there. Downhill from there.
he didn't know about the dysfunction of the Browns, guys.
Yeah, I did know about the dysfunction, but
You
Yeah,
powered
so-
through.
yeah, I thought Baker would turn it
Baker would
around.
be. You thought Baker would be the Burrows of the Browns.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought, you know what?
Ah,
I'm an early adopter.
early
So-
adopter of
No, but-
elves.
Yeah, but at this particular point in time, I don't have a team necessarily. I do have some teams that I like to watch.
You also have to tell the second part of the story.
The second part of the story,
Yes. Well, what you're saying is basically that I baited you
yeah, you baited
Oh.
me.
in joining or supporting
A
Browns.
sinking team, yeah.
Well, they were on the up in the
That's
first
right.
year.
Yeah,
After
that's
that,
true.
I'm not to blame. I'm not to blame for the Browns' dysfunctionality. Let's start with that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I thought you were happy about it. Maybe hindsight is 2020. It looks like I baited you into it. Maybe I
Sure.
did, allegedly. Let's say allegedly, because otherwise you will get sued. aren't you? I'm gonna pull a Brett Favre on you.
yeah.
Now, anyway, guys, I also gave you another gift after. To
Yeah,
balance it out.
Afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah,
I said
afterwards.
I said that. Well, I said that. So when I told you, I was like, "Yo, KR, you know what? I'm done with the Browns, man, because Baker was playing terribly, and I was like, I'm down with the Browns, man." And you came. So we met each other, and you. No, you send it. You send it. You send me a Patriots, New England Patriots jersey, more specifically a Judon jersey, a red jersey. Looks pretty good. Oh yeah, you have the blue one. Yeah. I have the red jersey.
Yeah, alternative.
It's a very dope jersey, by the way.
Yeah.
Um,
Shout out
So,
to
yeah.
Juno, man.
So I do watch. So I watch a couple of games, or there are a couple of teams that I like watching, but I'm not supporting any team necessarily. I like watching the Patriots. I used to watch the. So up to this season, I used to watch the Buccaneers.
Yeah, he's a ring chaser. He thought he was chasing a ring with Browns as well.
Yeah. So no, but it's just
No,
I don't
just
like
kidding.
I don't like watching. There are a couple of teams that I don't like watching.
Which ones?
I don't like watching the Ravens, although they have a good team. I don't know how they usually have a good team with Jackson,
Yeah.
but
Well,
I don't like I don't their game doesn't
their
just
game was
doesn't.
not exciting to watch. Actually, it's a lot of
Yeah.
runs. So.
But the team that I said that I think will win this season. And I said it in December of last year, at the beginning of December of last year, because I bumped into a couple of friends of mine who watch NFL, and one of them, and I had at that time a Packers shirt. I bought some NFL shirts, guys. I have a team, but I had a Packers shirt, and this guy's team just lost the weekend before against the Packers, and he didn't want to greet me. I was like, "What are you talking?" He said, "I'm not gonna shake your hand." I was like, "Why not?" Because your team beat mine. I was like,
Guys, let me stop you right there because I know what team it is. Guys, before he tells you what team it is, which team do you think these guys are from? Put it in the chat.
put it in the chat.
Comments. Guys, I mean, these guys are well known to be losers. That's all I'll say.
No, not losers only, but sore losers.
Sore losers. They get their hopes up.
High hopers and sore losers.
They sell them every year, the same dream, and every year they keep buying and taking an L.
Yeah.
At certain point, you gotta say it's enough, but they
guys.
don't get enough.
That is no. But I was like, yeah, what team? What team? Because I just had the jersey.
Mm.
I was like, what team are you talking? Yeah, you beat our team, and I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm like, okay, what team is it? And as I think a lot of you might have guessed, I said, but what team are you rooting for then? The Dallas Cowboys.
Bruh.
Come on, man. So I was like, okay, you're not. But then, they got cooked, and they got cooked again afterwards. But and they asked me that night, who do I think is gonna win? While I was leaving, and I was like, no. They asked me, what team are you rooting for? I said, I don't know. Afterwards, they asked me, yeah, but what team do you think will win the Super Bowl? And I said, well, it's not a team that I usually follow because I don't watch their games that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I said it would be the Kansas City Chiefs. The reason being that Patrick Mahomes has shown time and time again that he can make clutch plays. He has good receivers. He has is Kelsey playing?
Of course, he's playing, man.
I'm just asking because before I go, because that's the reason why I think they will win.
Be decisive.
Kelsey is I regard him as the new Gronk. In case of, throw it to Kelsey. He will make a good play.
Yep.
And what I like about him, they had, what's his name again? Cheetah, who used to play for them.
Yeah.
Well, now,
Tyreek Hill.
yeah, who's now playing for the Dolphins. But the replacement is pretty similar to Cheetah, I believe.
Mm.
He's also small. He's also fast. Forgot his name. But I think the Eagles are a good team. To be honest, I doubt the Eagles. I doubted them. I thought that they were a fluke. I thought that they had luck. I didn't think that they would reach the Super Bowl, to be honest, because I regarded them as a sort of a dolphin. So play well, exciting team, but the Eagles really showed up. But I still can't go. I used to say I can't go against Tom Brady. Well, he's not here anymore. And I really wanted Joe Burrow to go, although I knew that the Chiefs would win. Or
No.
I didn't know. I thought I wanted the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl, but I knew that the chance was higher that the Chiefs would win. So it was bitter feeling when it was a mixed feeling when the Chiefs won, because at the one hand I was right, but at the other hand I wanted Burrows to go, Joe Burrow to go. However, although the Eagles are a good team, the Chiefs
You're going for the Chiefs.
will be the next Super Bowl winner.
Okay, you're going for the Chiefs. Okay. Hey, man. First of all, I'll say this. Burrows, well, technically, the team, Bengals, could have won that game easily if they just put a punt that ball out.
That's true.
With that. So
That's
it's
true.
mismanagement. I think so. If I look at this game, it's going to be very interesting. It's all going to be about the trenches, as they say in football. It's about how it's going to be in the trenches. Can the O-line, because the D-line of Eagles is supreme at this point. Can the O-line protect Patrick Mahomes? One trivia fact for you, RJ.
Okay.
How many touchdowns do you think Mahomes have in the Super Bowl? How many touchdowns does he have? He's been to 2 now.
Twice. He's been to the Super Bowl twice. He won
Twice.
one.
This is going to be his third one.
He won one and he lost one.
Yeah. Technically, he could have won. He could have lost the first one as well. The 49ers blew it, but
That's true.
yeah. How many touchdowns do you think he has in the Super Bowls? He has twice now.
Yeah, he's been there twice. I don't remember the score, but they score a lot. Usually, the Super Bowl, of course, is a tougher game, so you don't score as much. So if it's a 20, I would say three touchdowns.
He has 2.
Okay.
He has 2, one each Super Bowl. That's
Okay.
about average, if you put it as average.
Yeah.
How many interceptions does he have?
I feel like this is a trick question.
Mm,
So he has been Super Bowl. I would say low score, 2 touchdown. I would say 4.
Correct.
He has 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
So that's not a good stat to go into the
That's true.
Super Bowl. And looking at this O-line they are having right now, guys, you might have watched the game, or maybe you didn't. He got hurt in that last game versus Bengals.
He did. That is true. And the backup wasn't trustworthy enough because they were
Yo, that looked crazy, yo.
they didn't want him to Mahomes to
Oh, was it the game?
Yeah, so it was that game.
Was it
but-
the game or the game before that?
I thought it was that game.
Let me go take a look real quick. Continue.
Could have been the game before that as well, by the way. But
Yeah, it was the game before that because they were talking the whole week whether he's gonna make it
he
or not.
played the next week.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
he would play the next week.
No, the
So,
O line didn't protect him
yeah.
against a lesser D line.
But there's one more thing to take into account, because that's always been a problem, I think, because Mahomes has gotten hurt in very important games in the playoffs. There was a year where he got, I don't know if it was, I don't recall which year it was, but I remember it was against the Browns.
Yeah, that game as well. Yeah.
But he got injured, and was it Henny?
Oh,
Is Henny the
the backup? Yeah,
Benny
I
is the backup, I think.
think it was Henny. Yeah,
And Henny basically made some plays.
he saved them pretty well on that.
He
one.
saved them really, yeah, definitely. So they really need him. So I would say the only way that Chiefs will lose is if he gets hurt. But I think
If
I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to, let's say, if he's healthy, if he plays,
he's
and
gonna
that's
be
what
effective.
he plays the whole game, the Chiefs will win. What the Eagles do not have, I think, is, or at least the quarterback. This is the first time. This is his first Super Bowl. Is this his first playoffs as well?
No.
Okay.
Last
So-
year they lost in the first round.
Yeah. So that's also something to look out for. It's a new and you have a team with more experience. Of course, the team changes, right? Team changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Chiefs will take it on.
I think so. To if in the first half, in the first quarter, even you see too much pressure on that O line, because the left tackle, from what I understand, is not a left tackle. So Mahomes also knows that. The left tackle is not a left tackle. But if it's gonna be crazy, guys. It's gonna be crazy. But with that being said, if strategically, if Philly can run the ball during the show and also get a lot of 3 and outs with Patrick, which will increase the pressure on Patrick on throwing more, it would basically mean that Philly will win. I think Philly will win. I mean, there are some guys that are not very experienced on the team, but I think the Kelsey. I mean, there's a lot of stories. You have the Kelsey brothers story here, brothers playing each other. You have Jalen Hurd basically being a castaway in a sense, and now he's the big quarterback. And I think that one of the Kelsey brother was playing for the Philly. I think he was also at Philly when they won the last Super Bowl against us.
Patriots.
I'm not hurt anymore, man. Philly played good during that game, man.
Yeah. Was that with Foles? Was Foles the quarterback?
Yeah, backup, man.
One and done.
One and done. Yo, that's the definition of a one playoff.
Yeah.
One playoff and got the ring. It's just like what's the quarterback of Ravens that during the season they won that. They won their
that I don't know. That I don't know.
Anyway, I would say it's going to Philly. And also, guys, before I started supporting the Pats, early on, the first year I watched NFL, I started supporting Philly because Michael Vick was playing there. So that's then I went to.
So you still have a soft spot?
A little bit.
Well, let's see, guys. Hey, let us know in the comments what you think. Let us know what your predictions are. Do you believe the Phillies, or at least the Eagles, the Phillies? Yo. Do you believe the Eagles will take it all?
Game, brother.
Wrong sport. Do you believe the Eagles will win it all, or do you believe the Chiefs will repeat? It's not a repeat, but will win another Super Bowl. They are calling Patrick Mahomes baby goat, future goat. They do regard him as the expectations are very high. And I think sport is mental, if anything else. So if he wins another one, if he wins this game, this will definitely boost his confidence. If he doesn't, then the conversation will be, yeah, but he's 2-1. So 2 losses, 1 win. Is
he baby
older.
choke?
Is he baby choke? Yeah, so that will definitely be the choke, baby choke. Yeah. So that definitely will be the next. So that will definitely be the conversation. But
I want to say one thing. Jalen,
Okay.
put this one in, man. We cannot. I'll end with this. Jalen,
have
you
a-
gotta do this, man. Always say ninja. Always say ninja. You gotta do this, man. You gotta do this for the.
For culture.
No, don't use that word. Don't use that word. Do it for us. Everyone who doesn't want to see Jackson Mahomes dancing on the star at the end of this whisper. Come on, Jalen, we need you to step up right now, man.
Jackson
We wanna see
Jackson is
Jackson
gonna
doing TikTok dances on.
dance for sure.
Yo, this is gonna be crazy, yo.
He's gonna dance for sure.
He's gonna dance at home.
Well, I
without
want
a ring.
so even if the
That
Chiefs
is gonna
win,
jinx the Chiefs.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want Jackson Mahomes to dance either way. He probably has a victory dance and a pity dance.
He has the routine already ready, bro.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, KR, I think we can start
And we can wrap it up, man.
wrapping it up. Guys, thanks for everyone that tuned in to this pre-recorded live show, this Super Bowl special. Thank you to everyone who supported this show, who watched this pre-recorded live, as well as those watching the rebroadcast afterwards. Remember, guys, remember, whatever your thoughts are, please let us know in the comments below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our socials at Double Dot Show on both Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps us with the algorithms, and we really appreciate it. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of June of this year. So your commitment to our channel would really mean a lot to us. Remember as well to share the video with your friends, share it with your family, but most importantly, share it with
Los enemigos.
the enemies, guys. And as KR always says,
But I can only show you the door.
Well, the door will be the Super Bowl tomorrow night, guys. Watch it, or at least if you can, if you love the game. If you don't love the game, don't watch it. But who cares? Well, I don't really care what you do in tomorrow. But what I do care about, as RJ says, press on the like button. That door will be open.
definitely.
This is just a special show, guys. We don't do this usually this way, this format. It's a bit different, a bit fun, and see you guys on Monday.
Yeah, let us know what you think as well. Let's have a healthy conversation in the chat, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.